Welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
We're back, man. Episode 284.
Yes, sir.
Now let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Bob Barker, The Price is Right. He passed away at 99 years old. Somebody had cracked a joke. They said he didn't want to. He wanted to stay under. They're talking about referencing the show.
You didn't want to go over $1?
Yeah, anyway. All right. Game show icon Bob Barker, tanned and charming host of The Price is Right, dies at 99. In his 35 years of MC as The Price is Right, Bob Barker changed in only one appreciable way. He stopped dyeing his hair in the 1990s, 2 decades into the game show's long and storied run. Nearly everything else about Bob Barker, his tanned and lithe looks. Oh, God, this little ad popped up. Jesus Christ. Even the CBS set where The Price had been taped 5 times a week, beginning in 1972, didn't change much. The same mustard, avocado, tangerine color scheme with the Smithsonian Worthy Showcase showdown wheel. Barker has died at the age of 99, according to his publicist, Roger Neal. It was with profound sadness that we announced that the world's greatest MC who ever lived, Bob Barker, has left us, Neal said Saturday in a statement provided to USA Today. Barker died of natural causes at his longtime home, Hollywood Hills home, Neal said. I can't feel sad for Bob Barker, man. He lived an amazing life. He was 99 years old.
Yeah.
He had an awesome job. Like, he was living his dream. So I don't feel bad for him. And it's not a sad day. That's how death works, man. You know, he died in a better way than a lot of people. He was rich for 99 motherfucking years.
He was rich when he was born.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably had money. I don't know. But I mean, he had the best show ever.
Yeah.
You know, dun 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 dun. Come on down. I seen a video on TikTok of this fan or this person in the crowd, and they called her friend down to come on the show, and the girl started like bouncing, and she had humongous breasts.
Yeah.
And then there was a dude in the crowd. He was like, "Oh my God." It was fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
But I think the funniest thing about that show, man, is how people used to overbid on just the most basic shit. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, a brand new toaster. He'd be like, $2,000. You'd be like, you fucking idiot.
A box of condoms.
$75. It's like, you fucking idiot. Some of these people don't have, they're like lost. Like, and they're like, they don't have any reality when it comes to bidding on certain stuff.
Yeah, some people would be way off, bruh. Yeah. I just like how they be so excited to run down there. Like down the audience.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually used to work on that lot where they shot the prices right. Yeah, I remember walking by one day, and it was hot too. And they just be leaving the people outside, like the people in the crowd. They just leave them outside until it's time to bring them in. So everybody just sweating.
Yeah.
In the LA.
What's fucked up is sometimes the audience members that win, they don't get prizes that match them best. Like this lady in a wheelchair came up and she was wheeling herself on there, and it was like, you have a chance to win a new car. It's like, nigga, what's she gonna drive? I think it was another one, a lady in a wheelchair. She had won a showcase. I guess it was gym equipment. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, she can't move her legs.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Or just be an old person like, I served in Vietnam, and I was in W2, and I've been in all the world wars, and I just love Bob, and I love this show. A new car.
They get him a Lamborghini or something.
He's like, I just want a sandwich. That's right.
You be farting too?
Yeah, man. Great show. It was a great show that if you were sick, and you were staying home from school or something, and you're sitting there sick watching daytime television, you automatically. And I grew up on Bob Barker. I was way before Drew Carey. Yeah, Drew Carey is not the same. I don't think he's best for that job. There had to be somebody else better for that job.
Why you say that?
I don't know, man, because Drew Carey's cool, but Drew Carey was good on, like, I think it was it Whose Line Is That
Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, the improv show was like more him, but like this is for like more of like an older, guy, kind of like Bob Barker,
Yeah, Whose Line Is It Anyways was a really good show.
That was with Wayne Brady and a couple of the guys. This is before Wayne came out as fucking pansexual.
Yeah, before the pandemic.
That's wild, yo. Mm-hmm. How does nigga just come out as pansexual? That basically, when you pansexual, that means you'll fuck anything.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, I'm not even gay or bisexual. This nigga pansexual.
Yeah, I'm taking all comers.
Yeah.
Transsexual, heterosexual. Well, you wouldn't be heterosexual. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, women, you could be.
Soon as Wayne Brady get on that show, a new cock. This is wild, man. Yeah. But yeah,
shout out to Bob Barker.
Yeah, shout out to Bob Barker. Rest in peace to him, man.
Mm-hmm. I think that's so crazy that, like, I don't know how many years he did that job, but
35.
35. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a decent time. I thought he did it a little longer, but yeah, just to do something, wake up every day, or probably Monday through Friday, right? Just doing the thing you love until you retire from it, hand it off to Drew Carey.
Yeah, I know what's wild is probably one of my favorite parts of the show is where they spun that big ass vertical wheel. Mm-hmm. You're like beep 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 beep. It'd be like $0. Mm-hmm. One time they had a spinoff and it was wild. Like 3 women went up and they all got $1, which is they automatically get $1,000 when it hits $1. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Just what are the odds of that?
Yeah, the odds are very low. And then what's weird about the machine too is like it would slow down at weird times. Mm-hmm. Like you could spin the fuck out of it like beep 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 beep. It's like, why did it slow down that fast? That's not how momentum works.
Somebody controlling it backstage.
Yeah, whoever's doing it, you got to doing a bad job with that robot back there, buddy. Yeah.
It's a little midget in there running backwards.
Yeah, man.
Like a hamster wheel.
There's a couple shows I grew up really loving, and The Price is Right, Jeopardy for sure. With was it Alex Trebek, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd be like, and it was funny is how people would get the answer right on Jeopardy, but they wouldn't say what is. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, like football for 500. It's like when you're putting your hands up to make this type of call in order to protect the ball carrier, what is it? And he'd be like, fair catch. What is a fair catch?
That sucks. Yeah. Remember they used to have like the celebrities on there? I remember guys like, I think a guy like Aaron Rodgers went on there. I
know before. Kareem was on there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough show. I don't even know how you study for that.
You can't. You just got to hope. You just listen in school, man. Because I'll be on fire sometimes on that show.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah. And and what's crazy about it is in order to be on that show, you just have to retain a lot of information. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's literally your whole lifetime's worth of like retaining information. That's all it is. If you retain information better than other people, you're going to be good on that show.
Yeah.
It's just a lot, man. There was one, he was interviewing this nerd chick that was on there, and he was like, so what do you like to do for your hobbies? She's like, I'm into nerdcore rap. We just like rap about like nerdy stuff and like sometimes having a hard time finding conversations. And he was like, oh, so losers, in other words.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
What is a loser?
Boop, boop, boop. That and the Wheel of Fortune. People could never, they had a hard time figuring out what it said on that. You had that big board. It would be like, I want to buy a vowel, right? And then they buy it, and it's like one letter left to figure it out, and they get it wrong. Mm-hmm. It's like, whose bladder is it anyways?
Nah, the worst ones when they be saying the racial slurs. Oh. Like it'd be in, and then it'd be a space, and it'd be like GG.
Yeah.
And then it'd be something on the end.
He's like, so many niggers in here. Naggers. It meant naggers.
The answer is noggers.
Oh, man. Oh, man. It'll be certain words or like sayings that no one knows. Mm-hmm. It'll be like, who did milkshake? And they'll be like, No, where is the oat milk? Like, what the fuck does this mean?
Yeah.
What'd be hilarious is people on Wheel of Fortune, they win a bunch of money. I seen one guy that had like $80,000, right? Mm-hmm. And then he was spun that motherfucker and went beep 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 beep. Oh, bankrupt. As soon as those pegs hit bankrupt, I'm like, they set this shit up, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way it should land on bankrupt multiple times on one fucking show, man.
Those are shows where you just make a lot of money. I know a guy who was like a talk show host, and they all had that energy too. Like, you got to have a certain voice, a certain aesthetic. You know what I mean? So I could see why you would say like, Drew Carey doesn't fit the typical talk show host aesthetic. He doesn't really have.
Chris
that.
Hansen would be better on that show than he would.
Chris Hansen, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be whose predator is it anyways?
They'd be like, that show was wild. To Catch a Predator, because the people that were coming to see those kids were like youth pastors and shit like that.
Yeah, teachers, all kind of stuff.
A youth pastor got busted one time, and he was like, "I was coming here because I was telling him that he needs to be careful and watch himself for people like this."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Well, according to your emails, you said I want to fuck your little itty bitty asshole. What was that about?" It was just so I could let him know that this is what someone would say if they were a predator.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I mean, I see multiple messages here. I want to fuck your little booty hole. Is that what you're saying? He's like, I didn't mean it in that way. I didn't mean it in that way. I was trying to be encouraging.
I meant that I would pray for his booty hole.
I told him his booty hole was in good hands, and the Lord of Jesus died for your sins in your booty hole. And I wanted him to let him know that. Chris Hansen, hey, come here and have a seat, please.
Some of them niggas they take off.
Yeah, and the police just tackle them.
No, the sad it's some sick ones. The sick ones is the returners.
Oh
like
my
the people
God.
that they had catch 2 times, and then they'll walk in and see Chris Hansen and just immediately start crying.
Like I wasn't gonna do anything. I swear, man. I wasn't gonna. Oh well, you said you're not gonna do anything. Right here it clearly says I want to fuck your ass. What is this about? Like, it's not what you think, man. Like, I'm working on myself. I'm trying to get better. Yeah. But it's just, So did you plan on having sex with this young man? I mean, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know.
The cold ones where the niggas be coming through with the works. They have dinner,
pizza,
they got drinks and condoms, all kind of stuff, and they be ready to go. I think it's been like a couple where the nigga just start pulling his pants down
because when they get there,
when they walk in, they'd be like, yeah, just come on in, and it's a little girl. She look like she 12 years old, but really she older. Like 25. Yeah, just come on up, make yourself comfortable. I'm just go get the laundry real quick, and then that nigga's just like pulling his pants off.
She always has like a very like Bart Simpson sounding voice.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. Just come on inside.
Yeah.
I'll be in here getting ready for you. Did you bring the condoms?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I bought the condoms. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. Then they come through with a pizza. Like, it's a long drive. I jacked off on the way here.
It's like, I'm really scared. I'm scared too, baby. I'm going to make sure I take care of you, okay?
Yeah, that's how they be. They nasty, too. Because they be having nasty little AIM names nowadays. And
then they'd be like, it's okay to be scared. I'm going to take care of your little itty bitty butthole, okay?
Yeah.
Chris Hansen come out the back. Go ahead and have a seat for me. Who are you, man? Who are you? He's like, I'm Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Have a seat. So, what did you intend to do with this young person? Like, I mean, not much, man. I just met them. They seemed really cool. There was a good vibe. So you're aware that the person was 14 years old. I mean, yeah, but I was just looking for friends. It wasn't like, I wasn't trying to.
I just came over here. She told me her mom wasn't home, so I just wanted to babysit. I didn't really come over here with any intentions. I just wanted to babysit her and make sure she was safe while her parents was gone.
That's all I was trying to do. It wasn't no big deal. Yeah. Well, in the email that says, I need condoms for my fat cock. Is that what you said? I mean, I was just joking. It was like a figure of speech. Yeah. It's like, I didn't know people talked about fat cocks as a figure of speech. Go ahead and have a seat here. Like, am I free to leave, man? I don't want to be here. You're free to go. Go ahead. You're free to go. Cops tackle him in the backyard.
I see here you also sent some dick pictures from different angles. Yeah, that's not mine.
So you're sending pictures of other people's penises? Are they aware that you've been doing this?
Yeah, the cops be on their head.
Yeah, it'd be funny. And then Chris Hansen will tell him like, yeah, you're free to leave.
Because he already know the police waiting outside.
And then one time this dude was like, well, Chris Hansen's like, you're free to go. And he's like, so he takes off out the door. And then he gets tackled like, oh, my God. Oh, God. It was like fucking 15 cops. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
They don't even got to do all that. Most of them dudes is not no threat.
No, they're not no threat, but it feel good like punching one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they know they some predators.
Yeah, if I was a cop, I would tackle them. I'd be like, stop resisting. Stop. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. I'm not. As long as you keep resisting, I have to keep punching you, okay?
I think that, I mean, I don't know, like, not that anybody that is a predator should be trying to find a way out, but
right.
I wonder how it works if you had like a decent lawyer that would say, well, in reality, the person that I was talking to was a 30-year-old police officer or whatever the case might be. I wonder how that, is it like, I guess what I'm curious to know, like, what do they actually charge them with? Or is it,
conspiracy to have sex with a minor?
Yeah.
That can still get you under the, yeah.
It's probably more of a lighter sentence though, huh?
Probably won't be sentenced at all, but you'll have to go through the registry.
Oh,
so
okay.
They get
that's
some
probably
shit.
The situation.
Yeah,
because the dude returned. The one that it was one of the dudes had went on there like 2 times, so he probably just got locked up and then had some, like you said, put under the.
He probably got a mugshot and everything.
A sex offender.
If you were to look up sex offenders in your city or in Bakersfield specifically, you'd probably be surprised who's a sex offender.
That's a lot. Yeah, and they they have to put themselves down, and I think they can't. Is there a thing like with schools, like they can't live near schools or something?
Something like that. Mm-hmm. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
It's probably somebody that's a sex offender. Like it's somebody that's a sex offender that has not been busted. That's the scariest one. Like and a lot of sex offenders work in schools. They work in schools, bro.
Yeah, until they get caught.
Until they get caught, then they get caught and it's over. Then they also mentioned that, like, people that are sex offenders tend to work in close proximity with victims. Mm-hmm. Like what's that old coach, Sandusky? Mm-hmm. That motherfucker was around a bunch of kids, a bunch of boys.
Dang, that nigga was beating little cheeks.
Yeah, man, he was a fucking football coach, and
wasn't they said he was in a shower?
He was in the shower with like young boys, and they're having sex with him and shit.
That's
and
crazy.
I guess supposedly Joe Paterno knew about the situation, so fuck Joe Paterno too. I don't care how great of a coach he was at Penn State, if you have an inkling of knowing that someone's fucking kids and you don't fire them or get away from them or contact the police, you might have been fucking them too. I mean, I should assume that you are to even deal with somebody like that. Yeah. If I find out somebody is doing something with a kid, I'm calling the cops. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey man,
I'm not calling the cops. I'm calling Chris Hansen.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because Chris will get it figured out.
Yeah.
He'd be like, hey.
That nigga Chris Hansen would have been in the shower. Sandusky. Take a seat right here.
Oh, man. I think the biggest, like, I guess, plot twist in the history of the world would be if they do To Catch a Predator with like a new guy and all of a sudden they bust Chris Hansen.
Oh, dang.
He's like, you got me at my own game.
Right, it's like that movie, it's called like The Sounds of Freedom or something like that. I think I don't know if it was a writer or director, somebody that was attached to that movie had got caught.
Oh yeah. He donated a lot of money to the movie or whatever, but he was a fucking sex offender.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god,
plot twist.
Yeah, he knows a thing or two about being a fucking predator. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's absolutely terrible.
Let me see if I can find the actual.
Yeah, I seen something of that, man. I think I sent you a clip. Yeah, I don't think
Funder Fabian Marta arrested for child kidnapping.
Fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Never know who it is. Well, I think we went straight away from the main topic, so we go ahead and move on and wish Bob Barker rest in peace to him and his family.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, switching gears. Glorilla. Glorilla mentioned that you should stay toxic in your 20s. And this is what she had to say. Glorilla ladies, keep toxic behavior going all through your 20s. Glorilla is pushing for all females to enjoy FNF lifestyle all through their 20s because YOLO, the Grammy-nominated rapper, put out the call Monday morning for women worldwide to display toxic behavior and up their levels of delusion, but only while they're in their early 20-somethings. Glow says, biologically speaking, they can't get that time back. She also warned women not to wait until they're in their 30s to go on rampages, such as slashing men's tires, because that would make them old and toxic instead of just toxic. We wish she were joking, but Glow seems pretty serious. Glow wasn't specific in what she considers toxic behavior, but at her last release single, Lick Some, she does brag about ghosting dudes and sneakily getting oral sex from their cousins. That would check all the bad boxes. That's just disgusting. Look here, man. This is what I got to say to young folks. To young people, man, what I won't tell you to do is to be shut off from the world's experiences, because you're going to experience some things. But to intentionally be toxic is fucking insane. You know what's going to happen if you're going through this weird toxic cycle is you're going to attract toxic people, because broken people attract broken people. Mm-hmm. So by the time you displayed all this behavior, you're going to have 2 or 3 baby daddies, STDs, broke, credit fucked up. You ain't did nothing with your life. Don't listen to these fucking celebrities. They got money and they having fun leading you to nowhere. Don't fucking listen to these people. Mm-hmm. Just don't.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think that people are very short-sighted. So they tend to make these songs or make these statements via the internet. But then it's like, you just by her statement alone is just not being aware that one day she gonna be 30 years old. Mm-hmm. One day she gonna be 40 years old, and you got to look back at all the stuff you did, and there's a consequence for everything. So, like you said, if you sometimes women be attracting these toxic dudes, and then you end up in an abusive relationship, or you end up with a dude that's more toxic than you, and you might be in situations where your life can be in danger. There's been many a situation out here in Bakersfield where it was like the girl who was like the innocent girl was dating the thug, or dating the nigga that's just as toxic, and so people lose their lives over different situations, whether it's like niggas getting into fights at the club, or it's like a situation where there's like some infidelity involved, and people just like, I don't want to get into details, but niggas be losing their mind and be wanting to shoot somebody and kill somebody. So
stupid.
Yeah, I think I think that one thing that we should do as consumers is there's a few people that are celebrities that have their head on straight, right? They give good advice. They never really get in trouble. You never really see them in no nonsense. And then there's some people that we should just listen to their music and just kind of leave it at that. And I'm not saying that you should listen to her or not listen to her, to Glorilla's music, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes we got to keep our fandom as just like click and play on Spotify.
That's it.
Yeah, not trying to make it like these people are like giving great life advice.
Yeah, but the issue with people is most people don't stop there. You got the people that's in the beehive, like, you better not say nothing bad about the queen, or I'm going to go and be in your inbox, or and it's like, bro, y'all doing too much.
Like Swarm.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's insane. People, when people go to these shows to see Adele or Beyonce or Taylor Swift, they're not fans of Taylor Swift. They breathe Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they said Taylor Swift was like, somebody had released information that she was at a restaurant and the whole block was shut down.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Yeah, I've always been like a fan of certain artists, but I don't give a fuck about what they do personally.
Yeah,
I don't be like, man, I wonder how J. Cole is with his wife. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I've never cared about any of that shit.
Yeah, some people be like, they know people's mom's name and they know your whole history.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it is like, that's why that show was so interesting, because that is like, that obsessive fan. Obviously, it's entertainment purposes, so it's a little exaggerated, but that's how some people really are. Like,
Yeah.
they getting mad if you disrespect, like, disrespect Niger or Beyonce or Taylor Swift or whatever.
People just get real weird with you, as you climb, and you hear stories about it. Like, imagine in the next coming years, this podcast goes crazy. Somebody like, yo, I love y'all podcast, man. What's your favorite sex position? Like, nigga, what the fuck did you just say?
No, it wouldn't even be that. It would be like, y'all already know that nigga Eddie favorite sex position is doggy style.
Yeah, but like, oh man,
like this nigga, man,
gotta block this guy.
Yeah, it's Eddie favorite position is doggy style. My favorite position is doggy style.
He's like, oh no, this motherfucker took it too far. A lot of this stuff on here is satire, man. A lot of it's satire. A lot of it is us actually, using our brains. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you just notice how weird people are, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they'll say something like they'll see KD. There was some kid that was talking shit to Cam Newton, and he was like, washed, you washed up, you ain't nobody, you washed.
Yeah,
you forever trash. The Saints is your daddy. And I'm like, why are you fucking talking? And then Cam Newton returned the same energy.
Yeah.
Cam Newton returned the same energy to this kid, and he was like, hold my nuts, young man. Hold my fucking nuts. Mm-hmm. And he was like, whoa, why you acting like that? Why you acting like that? He said, I'm not acting no way. I'm just returning your energy. That's what you wanted, right? You was yelling at me way across the field, so I came over here to return the same energy.
Yeah, these young kids, it's like a lot of these young kids be real arrogant, especially at these like football camps and stuff.
It's insane.
But you don't realize like that's a Super Bowl appearance and a MVP. You know what I mean? Like he ain't no scrub. That's crazy.
If I was Cam Newton, I'd tell him I could tell you're not very good as a player because of how you acting right now. Because the best players, the elite players, talk with their pads and they game film. You talking to me on the sideline. Go work on your game, young man. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's real.
Get out of here, man. You want attention.
But like even statistically, no matter how good you think you are, I've reached a pinnacle of success in the NFL.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like a Super Bowl appearance in the NFL, National Football League MVP. So it's like you can only kind of equal, if you win a Super Bowl or whatever, but it's crazy, I don't know. It's different too. Like when you really have perspective, because a lot of those kids, they be in different, maybe, I don't know where that was at, maybe Florida or something like that. And you may be the most talented kid in your class and stuff like that. But it's some guys that are just like special team guys in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And you realize how talented you got to be just to be on a special team.
Hell yeah.
Just to be the third string tight end that's on kickoff and punt return and all that other stuff.
I realize how fucking weird a lot of these kids are, and they don't even realize it because it's become, that's what society is now. It's a bunch of people that what it is the social media personality traits start to bleed into reality.
Yeah.
Because see, on the internet, you could post that trash, and put like clown emojis, clown, trash. But when you go out in the real world and you try to talk to another grown man like that could get you fucked up, and you should be slapped.
Cam Newton is a big dude too.
Yeah, because dog, you can't be out here communicating with people like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially when they got time.
Yeah, dude, chill out. Like my thing is I don't want no static with nobody, but I'll tell them, hey, young man, you need to chill. You need to stop. You need to cut it out. Because if a kid is 18 and they doing that, that's not gonna provoke me to hit no kid. I'd rather leave. But if they're dumb enough to keep talking, I would have fun fucking up an 18-year-old. I ain't gonna lie.
That's how Shakur Stevenson, the boxer, he was telling a story about him being like that. Like, he up and coming national or the Golden Gloves and Olympics and stuff like that. And then he's talking crazy to Terrence Crawford. Mm-hmm. Like, I beat you up. I'm the dog out here. I'm the best. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And they got in the ring. That nigga Terrence beat him up bad. He said that's the worst beating he ever got in sparring. So you can't really do that in football because
no.
But that's what some of these kids need. They need to be taught a lesson in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, some people, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's confidence or if it's just ignorant. I don't know. But yeah, we strayed a little bit far from the topic. Ultimately, young people, make sure you find better role models in your 20s.
Do you think, I mean, this is something that I kind of know already, but you see guys like, I was watching Hard Knocks and one of the I forget what quarterback. There was a guy on there, but he had played like 18 years, maybe like, I forget his name. I'm not even going to say it, but it's one of the, you would probably remember his name. But he had played like 15, 16 years in the NFL. And I say that to say, like, you don't oftentimes see black quarterbacks having that longevity. Like, you see a guy like Josh Johnson. He's a guy that's been around for a very long time. And he's on, I think he's on the Ravens right now. But, a guy like Cam Newton, it's just crazy to me that you could be an MVP in the NFL and not even be a backup quarterback now.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, it is what it is. No, man. But in regards to role models, fuck them. Fuck all of them. Don't have a role model in your 20s. You need to live life and you need to fucking fail. You need to live life, fail, and go through experiences. Don't look at somebody as a role model. Sometimes that shit don't always work. A lot of times you grow and you outgrow the idea of having a role model. It's just the truth. I never had role models in my fucking 20s. I just lived trial and error and made mistakes and got better. There's certain people you can revere, but man, that role model shit don't always work.
Yeah, you just get let down. I think that's like the number one thing. And then like a lot of, like you said, certain people you look up to, like, they just get caught up in some wild, especially these celebrities. You just never know. Like the way TMZ work and the way that the news be coming out, you just be disappointed all the time.
What you learn is everyone's human. So the same person you seen as a role model did something that was very off color for them. So ultimately, you need to learn. You can learn from other people's mistakes, but don't ever hold someone up as this idea of the standard of what it is to be like a man and all of it. Because what's funny too, nowadays they got these alpha male podcasts. These motherfuckers aren't alpha males, man. They're not. And I'm not trying to make it like I'm just this alpha male guy. But the problem with these motherfuckers on these podcasts is they'll be going back and forth with women that's obviously OnlyFans and they hoes and they titties hanging out and shit. You purposely chose that type of woman just to make women look bad. Those women don't represent all women, but you purposely bring those people on. And then they yelling and screaming them, calling them bitches and shit. That's not masculine at all. But a lot of young men look up to like the fresh and fit dudes. That ain't nothing to look up to, man.
Yeah, not at all.
Fuck no. Those dudes hate women, bro. They do. That's the weakest thing you could do. And yes, I know a lot of times women can be fucking annoying, but there's no reason to be calling them bitches and yelling and screaming and going back and forth with them. That's not masculine at all.
Yeah.
Just respect women. And if they get on your nerves and you get away from them, walk away. But the shit they do on there and they're supposed to be somebody's role model. I had a young man come up to me in the gym trying to show me a video. Like this,
fresh and fit?
Yeah. Trying to show me a video like, what do you think about this? And I'm thinking like, what I personally think about you, I think you were just a nerdy dude that can't get no pussy ever. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I just think you fit the stereotype of a young man that probably don't got a lot of luck with women, and you found content that affirmed your belief about it. And you
like it's not me, it's them.
Yeah, basically. I think that at the end of the day, what happens is sometimes your experiences can make you bitter to life. And I've had some experiences where, you go through rejections and bouts of rejection, but that's life. You should better yourself as a man to be better for yourself. Ultimately, that does make you more dateable in the dating market. But if you're just a young man that hate women and you need to affirm your beliefs, you could go to these platforms and just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And women act like they don't got the same thing that exists with them on these platforms. Man, there's a bunch of young women out there that be saying crazy. It was a chick that was on TikTok that said, if you're not married, then you're technically single. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. That's true.
Fuck no, it's not. You need to act like a fucking wife.
No, that's true. But technically it's true because the way the government recognizes, like when you put on the paper.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what she meant, but
she didn't mean
correct.
it that way. She didn't mean it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, basically, a lot of people, man.
Like if I ain't got a ring, then I could do whatever.
That's fucking stupid. You need to prove to me that you could be a wife. The same way I have to prove to a woman that I could be a husband.
Yeah.
I think that men and women need to prove things to each other in order to prove they can be a fucking wife or a husband. Mm-hmm. You got so many people out here that are getting with each other, and they're like, I've heard women say, I ain't doing no wifey shit until I get a ring. Are you fucking stupid? Are you really that dumb? Are you really that stupid where you think you could be with a man and not show him nothing and you still in the picture? If you don't show me nothing, I'm getting rid of your ass.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like a man being with you. He ain't got no job. He's sitting on the couch scratching his balls playing video games. Like, until I get married, then, I mean, I'm not going to act like no husband.
I'm gonna keep giving you this weak dick if I ain't getting married.
Yeah, you know, I can't even give you. You can only get my dick semi-hard. I can't even give you the hardest because that's husband duties. That's ignorant. Can you imagine if men said, "I'm gonna be in my feminine until I get married"? They would be like, "What?"
Yeah,
yeah. This shit, these narratives being spewed on the internet are so stupid, and they're not even real conversations. Mm-hmm. It's like, what was it? I've heard some conversations like this dude. Oh, this one is fucking stupid. This dude said, if I wake my girlfriend up at 3 a.m. to make me something to eat, I feel like she should do it because, you know, if somebody came through the door, I would defend her honor. So why can't she?
What's the name?
Not Andrew Tate. This is a different conversation.
That's a different guy?
Yeah, new guy. And it's these dudes, some of these dudes that like, bro, if you wake your girl up at 3 a.m. to make you food, then you an asshole.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That ain't got nothing to do. I would never ask my wife or my girlfriend at 3 a.m. to get up and make me food.
Yeah.
You a dickhead if you do that.
That's stupid.
Yeah. And he's like, well, I mean, would I be an asshole if an intruder came in and I allowed him to do something, do whatever he wanted to not protect? It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, these are corny, just unnecessary conversations.
That's a nonsense take.
Yeah, it's nonsense take, man. Mm-hmm. It's dumb.
But that's never gonna happen.
No, but at the same time, women do have expectations of what you should do, though. Mm-hmm. If an intruder did come in, they would be like, babe, there's somebody in here.
Yeah.
They're not gonna say, I'm independent and I'm gonna find out who did it.
Yeah.
They're gonna go right out there and get slapped to the ground. It's gonna be some big robber coming in the house.
Yeah, they ain't got no firearm either. They just got a freaking dildo that they gonna try to.
Oh, whoa! I thought you were gonna say a flashlight or something. A dildo? Come on, Keith. Don't do women like that, man. God damn,
babe, grab the strap.
all you hear is.
That's crazy.
You scared a robber away. He's like, oh, she gonna try to fuck me with that.
That's funny.
It'd be one of them big old massager things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
The ones that move?
Nah, it's like a big old wand with a ball on the end of it.
Nah,
that shit looks crazy.
It's just like a little ball.
It's like an extension at the end of like this wand.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That's wild, bro. Women be using all kind of shit on themselves.
Yeah,
it's like a science project.
Have a girl ever pulled up to your crib with like some extra toys?
One time this chick had a cock ring. One time, a vibrating cock ring.
She tried to get you to wear it.
I was like, man, it had fucking remember back in the day when you had LA Gears?
Yeah.
And
the lights.
The lights.
Yeah.
The cock ring had lights on it, bro. I swear to God.
That's crazy.
I'm like, man, I was about to put it on. I was like, I'm not putting this on my
That's crazy. A girl did pull up with one of them one time with the little ball on the top.
What?
The little vibrator with the little ball on the top.
Nah, this was just a ring.
No, I'm telling you, my experience.
Oh.
Yeah, like a girl pulled up with one of those.
Like a wand?
Yeah, she got that mug in her little purse.
Like the long wands?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You got the little tether ball on the end.
She about to have the whole house vibrating. Neighbor knock on the door. Hey man, I think there's something wrong with your guys' refrigerator or something.
Niggas be nosy
Heard
too.
there's something going on. I think your ice machine might be getting old because they usually vibrate like that whenever.
It's like you be like, I can't even knock. You be like, knock, knock, knock. Hey man, are you guys having Bible study in there? Because she just keeps saying, "Oh God."
And she keeps saying, "Oh God," and in my Lord and Savior, I feel the same motivations that she does. You're like, man, I'm fucking my girl. Get the fuck out of here. Oh man, can you imagine? Let's just I guess this is satire, but imagine the girls and they're like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God," and God like, "Man, stop calling me.
I'm busy.
Leave me alone." Fuck.
You got war in the Middle East and you calling me about this.
Niggas always calling me.
That's crazy.
I don't know why people use those choice of words. The bedroom conversation, the bedroom, I won't say ethics, is really weird. First of all, the whole being called daddy is weird. Mm-hmm. That never should be something people say in the bedroom.
You don't like that?
Fuck no. Why are you calling me your daddy? Can you imagine if you responded literally to that? She'd be like, "Ooh, daddy," be like, "You want me to take you to school? Huh? You want me to drop you off at school?"
That's crazy.
That'd be fucking weird.
Want me to change your diaper, huh?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Want me to kiss your boo-boos, huh?
Oh my God. Want me to teach you how to ride a bike? Fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
You might be like, these guys are sick, but you shouldn't be saying that in the fucking bedroom. That daddy shit is for ego.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Imagine us calling a woman mom.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, mommy. Oh, mommy. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, mother. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, mother or mom. That would freak women out.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I don't think we need to talk anymore because I think you have mommy issues or something.
Yeah. That was crazy.
She's like, I mean, the sex was great, but I could never be your mom. I'm totally not into that wordplay. It had to be a chick from California. I'm not really,
I'm into vegan sex. I'm not into this other stuff.
Vegan sex? What's that?
I don't know.
That's
something the liberal would say.
After they get done having sex, it's just a bunch of coleslaw in the bed.
I don't swallow cum because I think it's from a human being, and I just don't do that. What? I don't eat animal products, and that's
it's I don't swallow because it's not vegan friendly. I don't think things should be tested on animals. And totally. All right, let's switch gears. This is getting out of control. Switching gears, Sexxy Red grosses out fans with wild STD posts.
Ooh, from Glorilla to Sexxy Red.
I know, right? It's wild, man. These girls got to tighten up a little bit. Sexxy Red grosses out fans with wild STD posts. Sexxy Red has shocked fans with a bizarre Instagram post poking fun at her STD diagnosis. The Pound Town rapper took to social media on Sunday, August 6th, flexing stacks of cash and a sleek black shirt, where she captioned the post with a jarring, "I heard you want a stud. I got an STD. All I need is you," she wrote. The St. Louis native's followers ignored the photo slide show and flooded her comments regarding her wild caption choice. 2 Chainz, BFB, The Pac-Man, Saucy Santana, Baby Tate, and other chimed in. "I got y'all shook up in these comments. Calm down," Sexxy Red replied while recognizing the chaos she caused. Back in June, Sexxy Red revealed she was diagnosed with chlamydia not once but twice in the past. Ugh. Oh my God. And she got it from the same person.
That's crazy.
So we can't be taking STDs lightly, man. Mm-hmm. I don't know when STDs became, since it's curable, I guess that it's not considered serious, but somebody said Sexxy Red gonna be sexy dead if she keep playing around like this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. You know what's weird too? Is people be having sex with no condoms, bro.
Random niggas.
Bro, you shouldn't be gambling with your life. Literally, it's like playing Russian roulette. Mm-hmm. You are better off getting a gun and putting it to your head and pulling the trigger and hoping there's no bullets in there. Because it's the same thing having sex with no condoms. Mm-hmm. It's the same shit as Russian roulette. Mm-hmm. That's disgusting. Yeah. And she got it twice. Oh my God, dude. And the thing about it too is young people are so sexually irresponsible, and he got the nerve to be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. You're gonna bring that shit. You're gonna bring a fucking disease back to your girl.
Yeah, they be stepping out.
Stepping out. Just some unknowing person. She's minding her business and shit. And you out here having sex with girls on the side with no condom. Mm-hmm. Imagine if you bump into Sexxy Red and then you just like, oh, fuck it, we ain't got no. What was that on you?
Like a mosquito or something? But that mug was like,
that mug was something like, flying around you right there.
That mug.
I don't even know how.
That mug is like, it got like that's a different type of insect, bro. Mm-hmm. That mug got like a little tail on it. It's like,
really?
Yeah, it's like, that mug look like a little transformer. I ain't gonna front.
Oh, wow.
That mug look like a robot.
Yeah, Optimus Bug, huh? All right, but no, man, if you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out. Mm-hmm. You know, you're gonna get something that, because I got a buddy that caught, I think he got gonorrhea from some girl, and I'm not gonna give any clues, but the girl was very attractive. Mm-hmm. And in his mind, he said, "Oh man, she looks really clean. She's really pretty." And
I don't get that.
I don't get it, but that's how you think when you dumb. Yeah. When you dumb and you're young and you are having sex just randomly. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking at all, but like do it responsible, the same way you should be drinking. But the problem too is the alcohol. The alcohol is the biggest issue. When people don't drink responsible, everything else goes out the window.
Yeah, it lowers your inhibitions.
It lowers your inhibitions. Mm-hmm. If you drunk and you see a girl that's hot and she drunk and y'all both want to fuck each other, you're not even going to think about a condom.
Or if you do think about it initially, she'd probably tell you to take it off.
By the time you think about it.
Over there now.
What? It's on me?
It's on your leg.
Really?
On your left leg. Oh, I just moved.
Oh, man, fuck it. Hopefully hopefully one of us will accidentally eat it or something. No, man. I forgot what I was gonna say because Keith and this goddamn bug.
You're talking about people not wearing condoms when they drunk.
Oh, by the time you realize by the time you bring up a condom or think about it, you already been in the pussy for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you like, I might as well just keep going.
And then you busting her.
And then you just like, oh man,
I'm already here now.
And then now she pregnant.
Yeah. Like pregnant with an STD. Yeah. You got a chlamydia baby.
You got a crab baby.
Do people get crabs still? Is that still a thing?
As far as I know, crabs still a thing. I don't even know how do they treat something like crabs.
I don't know.
Man, imagine how nasty you got to be to have crabs on your genitals, bro.
That's a different.
And they like live crabs though.
That's an OG. That's an OG STD.
Yeah, man. Oh my god!
They're like little micro crabs.
They're like legit crabs. You could boil them with some potatoes and sausage.
Chill out. You can put a little crab boil.
Let me see. Crab STD. It's pubic lice crabs.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Are spread directly from person to bisexual. No. Pubic lice are very rarely maybe spread by clothing. What? Clothing, bedding, or a toilet seat. Wow. So even if you're not fucking, you can still get crabs. This is why people like, when I sit on a public toilet, I always spray it with disinfectant.
Yeah.
And then I wipe it down. Mm-hmm. You ever see somebody just go in the bathroom and they just sit right down on the toilet?
Yeah, that's a nasty human being.
I'm like, dog, you don't care about shit.
I couldn't do it. Heck no.
I mean, some people go right in that bathroom and you just hear them shitting immediately. Like, you're like, bruh.
You didn't put no little paper thing out.
You didn't put no butt guard
I'd rather
down.
do it on myself than not have a little paper down when I'm doing.
Well, no, you ain't gotta have that paper. You could create a fake one with the toilet paper though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the second option. I'll for sure because some bathrooms don't be having the little seat covers.
Yeah,
some public bathrooms, I'm like, dang, what do y'all expect me to do in here?
I think that the government created some of these STDs because this don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and it's like legit, like it's like little crabs, bro.
Just crawling on you.
Oh my god, bro.
That's nasty.
Sheesh. Somebody got them in their eyelid, bro.
Dang, they probably was eating some crabby vagina, huh?
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, this is. I think this is made in a lab, dude. I think the government knows.
Yeah, well, how do you get crab? How do you get that?
Bruh, it's pubic lice. This is why it's important to like.
Or like having that's like some having sex with an animal type stuff.
Oh my!
You know,
God.
they say like HIV came from somebody having sex with an ape or something.
Really?
Yeah.
They got public toilet seat crabs. This shit. This is mad scary right here, dog.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, crabs is an OG one. I don't think
crabs are so OG that when people get crabs be like bow waka bow wow wow waka bow bow wow.
That's crazy.
If you zoomed in with one of those microscopes and you zoomed in, it's just like John Travolta like
Staying alive.
Stand the crabs.
Stand the crabs.
Stand the crabs. That's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not a lot to say here about this. You should take STDs serious because they're nasty.
That's a wild line. What you say? Heard you want a stud. I got the STD. All I need is you. That's a crazy thing to say.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that ain't good. I'll say this, man. Don't be a player, man. Don't be a player. You want to know why I say that? It's because I guess that's like one of the highest honors from a lot of men. Like, man, he got girls, man, he got hoes, or whatever the case. Bro, that's not really a high honor because what you're doing is you think that you're just promiscuous. You think that you're just the one out here getting pussy. Mm-hmm. But all those girls you're fucking, they're fucking just as many people as you are. Yeah. So you're not just fucking them. You're fucking everybody she's fucking.
Yeah, that's what they say. Like, you have sex with one person, you're having sex with everybody they've had sex with.
That's nuts. Mm-hmm. So you think you probably got 65, 70 bodies, but you got more like 250.
Yeah.
And you don't know the history of these people. Because if you did the history and you got all the people, eventually it's going to be an animal on there.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy.
What kind of animal?
I don't know. Probably a pit bull or something, German Shepherd.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh my fucking God.
German Shepherd beating it up.
Who the fuck did this shit? Yeah. All right. Let's get off of this, man. I'm sure the people are tired of hearing about STD. There's probably somebody right now with STD that's like, man, I wish they'd get off of this topic.
Dang.
Somebody with crabs listen to this shit.
They probably like, dang, man, I wish y'all would stop talking about this.
I wish y'all switch topics, man. Fuck. Oh, my God, man. You know what, too? That's why I think it's important to also, and this is a little TMI, but I think that's kind of why it's important also for people like to kind of shave their pubic area down, mm-hmm. because you got to see everything. Mm-hmm. I got to see when I'm looking at a girl's vajayjay, it need to look like really nice. Mm-hmm. Because if it's a bunch of hair on it,
yeah.
What if it's some crabs chilling on the hair, man?
Man, somebody had to like been eating some vagina and just like tasted the crab, right?
I don't know, man.
Somebody definitely consumed some crab before.
Probably. And if they was in Louisiana, they's probably like, some jambalaya then.
Yes, this is some jambalaya.
All these crab need a little bit of sausages in there. A little bit of Zatarain.
Little Zatarain. Little Old Bay seasoning, huh?
Yeah, motherfucking crab boil in there. Mm-hmm. Crab in a bag.
That's
fucking crazy, man. Yeah, because if you ever hooking up with a girl, you'll notice like when they looking at your stuff, they be like examining your shit. Mm-hmm. They be looking.
For sure, yeah. They be trying to make sure ain't nothing bumpy down there.
Yeah, that's why you got to cut the hair off, man, so they could just be like, all right, okay, this guy's, he's legit.
Yeah.
But if you got a motherfucking afro down there, mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
Dang,
that's not in style no more, man. You gotta get that manscape, bro.
Yeah.
Get you one of the Manscaped, one of them shavers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's important. Got to keep that stuff cleaned up.
Yeah, you don't want to have a 70s fucking afro down there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 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 wow. All right, switching gears. The cost of living. And I'll just speak from the heart when I say this one. The cost of living is a really strange topic only because I remember a time in the 90s, more specifically, that, you could go to the store, you could get a Little Debbie for 25 cents. You get a little bag of chips for 25 cents, and for $1, you could get 4 snacks.
Yeah.
Nowadays, those same exact snacks cost like 85 cents for one of them.
Yeah.
It just, the price of everything went up like drastically.
Yeah, it's expensive.
And it's not keeping up with the wages, which is wild. Because I remember when I was in high school, I think minimum wage was like, I think it was $6.25 or some shit like that. $5.75 or $6.25. And right now, the minimum wage is, in 20 years, is only like $15.75 or some shit.
Yeah. And inflation has went up way more than that.
Way more than that. So it's like, damn, dog. Like,
yeah.
Because in the 90s, I think it was like $3.75. And then when I was in high school, it was like $6-something.
I think when I was like, when I started working, I was 21. So that was like 10 years ago. And I think that it was in the nines, like $9.50 or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then when I was in working at Sears, I was making $8.50. So I wasn't, or $8.75, I guess it was. $8.50, $8.75. Like, I don't see how people could live off that. And then now, you cannot live off that. I think it's $15.75 now.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh, like, that's fucking damn.
Yeah. It's that's the biggest telltale sign, right? When you start to see like the cheap items start to become expensive.
Yeah.
That's when it's like this we losing grip on our society. Cause used to be, like you said, used to be able to go to, like, we used to go to A1 right here, down the street. You go to A1, and you go in there with $1, you getting, do you remember when we used to watch the 49ers games? You would come by the crib, and either before the game or like during halftime,
we used to go get some snacks.
Get some snacks.
We used to go get some snacks.
For $3, you'd be straight.
Yeah, we did. It'd be like little oatmeal bars or whatever the case. Yeah.
But nowadays, dog, you go in there with $2, you getting 2 items.
That was about 2009, 2010. We did that a lot.
Yeah, that's when the Niners start getting good again.
Yeah, man. Damn. Yeah, that's true. And what's crazy, as a man too, you could be the breadwinner in the 90s and you could have one income. You could go on vacations with your family and you could be the sole provider for the household. But in today's society, women gotta work. You need that. You got to be able to supplement that income, because what's happening is everything costs too goddamn much. Mortgages is up, food is up, cars is up, gas is up, everything is up. And it's not, and the thing about it too is, in this society, $100K ain't even shit. Like $100K ain't nothing. You can't really support a family off $100K. You can, but the problem with it is you ain't never gonna have no savings.
Yeah,
you're not gonna be able to really have savings like that, because just everything is gonna be whooping your ass.
Yeah, I mean, 100,000 right now. Even 100,000 between like 2 people, not even having the kids and the house and stuff. That's a lot. Cause your rent is at least $1,500 nowadays. Like, so I don't know. It's expensive. You really got to like team up these days to really make your life work. And then even with the 100,000, like, you ain't gonna be able to have too much fun, like too much leisure time.
If you single making that, they taxing your ass like a motherfucker. So you're not seeing that 100K.
Yeah.
You're not seeing it. I think in order for you to live super comfortable in today's society, you need to be making closer to 200. But it ain't no jobs paying that.
Yeah.
Ain't no jobs paying you 200K. Ain't no jobs.
200,000, you might be like upper management at like a company or something like that.
I know. I think UPS, they went up. They can make upwards. It's got a new contract.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So they in upwards of around 170.
That's the benefits of being in a union.
Yeah,
they be getting raises like UPS, like teachers and stuff like that, and obviously the screenwriters and stuff they unionize, so they trying to get paid too. So
yeah. UPS truck drivers are garbage though. They're terrible fucking drivers. Because I guess they're not actual just CDL holders. The company pays for it after you've been there for so long.
Oh,
so they you basically get your CDL through the company.
Yeah,
and I could tell because the way they drive is just trash. They fucking suck.
Y'all need a truck drivers union. Do they got something like that?
Probably at certain companies, but that shit don't matter because Yellow Freight just went down. Mm-hmm. Yellow Freight just fucking, their whole company went under, and they got guys that worked there over 30 years not even getting a pension anymore.
Sheesh.
That's fucked up,
y'all
man.
need a union, man. You might need to start it, bro.
Man.
Truck drivers union.
Yeah, I've never been a part of a union before. Mm-hmm. You know, I know they're good for certain other jobs, maybe like welders and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that shit, I don't know, man. But yeah, I would just encourage people, man, if you got two incomes, use them.
For sure. I mean, I think what is a good idea for a lot of people too is to start a business. You know, if you're getting, like you said, if you got a decent job and you're getting taxed a lot, just start a business so that you can supplement some of that. Not only will you supplement some of your income by, you know, running your business on the side, but you also have the luxury of being taxed differently. You know, excuse me, and I farted on the podcast.
Oh damn!
and putting some of that, the money that you earn from your day job into your business, and you know, and you getting taxed at a completely different rate. So yeah.
God damn. Burrito Keith over here that decided.
I don't know what I ate, but that mug just slipped out.
Yeah,
I didn't really like Bob Barker.
You kind of talked over the fart. Strategically. Sometimes when you got a fart and you like in a public setting, you could talk over it. You'd be like, yeah. So when basically when they seen him come earlier, it's hard to do that because you don't know how loud that motherfucker gonna be.
I remember the coldest. I don't know if this happened or if I just made this up, but I remember I could remember like. It might have been me. I don't know. It's just, you know, sometimes you be having like memories, but you don't know if they legit or not. I just remember like in like a small setting with my friends or something like that, and then like I might have farted, like, and then I try to play it off. So it was like I farted and it was like, you know, it was like just start beatboxing to hide the fart.
It's like, oh, I kind of like that beat, man.
That beat is funky, man.
Yeah, you got away with that one, but if that shit was like, then they would have been like, keep farting. Them was the worst ones. Those are the most, those stick out bad. You cannot let, those farts, it's like the fingers pointed directly at you when you do that.
Yeah. Especially, man, if it stank, it's over.
I remember one time I was at the movies. This is so long ago. This had to be like 2011, and I was in there with my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah,
and we were watching a film. I think it was the movie Drive.
Okay, that was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
and you know how there's always a part of the movie where it kind of goes a little bit silent for a second.
Well, especially in that movie, that nigga don't be talking.
No, he don't be talking, but that's what happened. And then when it happened, somebody in the fucking theater was like it was so fucking loud. I was fucking dying, bro.
Yeah.
And somebody was in there. They was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. I haven't
I
haven't had one of those like wild movie like experiences in a while. I think the last time, because you know sometimes you'll watch a movie.
That movie
and
Contraband.
It just be, yeah. Wait, what happened in there? I forgot.
We was watching Contraband, and it was some older white dude, with a Texas accent.
Yeah.
And he kept responding to the movie. There was one part where it was a part in the movie where he put a gun to a kid's head. He's like, "You punk ass motherfucker, putting guns to kids' heads, you fucking coward motherfucker."
It's a movie.
You piece of shit, son of a bitch. Oh, yeah. That's terrible. I can't believe you do something like that. It was me, you, Desmond, and Gubba.
That's comedy.
This dude was talking to the movie. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I remember that. That dude is wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if I'm in the back of a theater and somebody's doing something, I'll be like, hey, dude, shut up.
Yeah, niggas will talk the whole movie.
Yeah, man. I remember me and Desmond were watching a movie recently. Damn it.
John Wick.
Yeah, we were watching John Wick. And something happened in the movie. And I was like, man, they too fat to be fighting like that. And the girl behind me was like, oh my God. She was like with her boyfriend just busting up laughing because she was sitting right behind me and Desmond. And I was just like, I was thinking out loud, but I wasn't talking over anybody. I was like, man, they too fat to be fighting like that. Because these two sumos are in the movie had the scene.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I haven't watched any John Wick movie since the first one.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty, it turned into a decent franchise.
Yeah. Only thing I'll say is it was extremely fictitious. That is all I will say.
Yeah. I seen one shot where they was driving in a car and it was yeah, this ain't crazy. It's you gotta take it over the top a little bit in terms of making the movies exciting, but you want to keep it realistic. You want to keep it in the world of what is physically possible. Sometimes they just begin too out of hand with these movies.
Yeah, come on, man.
You know, a movie I watched, which was not that great, unfortunately. I haven't finished it yet. Is the Flash movie.
I haven't seen it. It's new, right?
It's on the HBO Max app. But yeah, it came out. It's actually the biggest flop in superhero cinema.
Really?
Yeah, it just I don't know. It's a lot of
I heard the Flash be busting too fast in that movie. He's like, oh.
I would say this and it's not spoiling none because it's not really nothing to look forward to per se. But the beginning of the movie is he's trying to get some food because he burns a lot of calories because he's the Flash, right? So it starts out a dude is taking forever to make his meal, and then all of a sudden the world starts to he got to go turn into a superhero, and then he's asking for a kid standing on the sidewalk to throw him a snack, and Alfred, Batman's side guy or whatever. He's like, hey, man, Flash, we need you, Barry. And then, the kid throws him the thing, and then he just takes off. And it's like, dog, why don't you just eat the thing? And then, you're Flash. You could just eat it and leave. So he leaves, and then all of a sudden, this building is, falling apart, right? But he has, a little watch that monitors, his energy levels based on his calories. So the thing is beeping, beep, 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 beep. You gotta eat something or else, I don't know what happens as a result.
Yeah.
But the building is collapsing. It's a hospital, so there's a bunch of babies in there sitting in the little baby beds or whatever, and then the babies fall out of the window, right? So, so the babies are falling out of the windows. He's like, dang, I don't got no energy. What am I gonna do? And then all of a sudden he sees a vending machine. So he runs over to the vending machine, punches the thing open. And then he just eats all the snacks. And he's like, gum. Then he puts a freaking burrito in the microwave, and then he eats the burrito. And then he goes and saves all the babies. So that's the Flash for you.
God.
Yeah.
Who wrote this fucking shit?
Yeah. It's just they needed another draft of that one.
Yeah. There's certain superheroes that don't have movies, and it's really annoying. I think the biggest, probably the most criminal thing that Marvel has done is not have a movie dedicated to Gambit. That to me is insane how they don't have a fucking movie for him.
That would be fire. That's the I don't know what be going on. It'd be sometimes it'd be legal stuff, certain companies own certain characters and stuff. Gambit would be a dope one, but they already they have Disney has the Fox catalog now, so I think that something like that may be in the works in the future. But Gambit, it took Deadpool from the beginning of when they wanted to make that movie. It took them 10 years for that movie to come out.
Oh my God.
And it honestly only came out because they had leaked that trailer. They had the guy that directed it put together like an animated trailer, and then they kind of leaked it online, and then it got a lot of traction, and people was like, "Yo, I got to see this movie." But Gambit is one. Static Shock, I think for like black people, if it's a DC movie, so, and they haven't had like a great track record of making movies, but I think that, like, if you give like a guy like one of the up and coming black filmmakers like Morgan Cooper or Ryan Coogler or something like that, a shot at that, I think that would be amazing.
I think another character in Marvel that could make a great film is Bishop.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Bishop is dope. He's just a time traveler that's fucking people up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Bishop would be a good one. Gambit would be a good one.
Gambit.
And actually have an origin story around the fucking Juggernaut, for Christ's sake.
That would be interesting too.
Fuck, man. Can you get a good Juggernaut film and not put him in Deadpool as a bozo?
Mm-hmm.
That was annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm the Juggernaut. Juggernaut, yeah. That's a couple. They've done so many of them, but those are the ones that come to mind right there.
Yeah, Juggernaut just was a fucking beast.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he's like, I guess they got him in the comic book or on the show. He's like fucking 8 foot tall, just this massive dude.
Isn't he Professor X's brother?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's Professor X's brother. Professor X would be fucking his ass up though.
Yeah.
He's as soon as you take that out of my head.
Yeah, you got to get that helmet off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's some cool stuff. I was talking the other day to my guy because I came across this dude on Facebook. He had a bunch of like old scripts, like they were like, and I don't know if they're legit or not. It's still hard to tell, but he was selling like screenplays from the 70s, like 70s, 90s, 80s. It's like a Star Wars screenplay in there, Jungle Fever. Die Hard, a bunch of like old screenplays. But I was wondering like because like intellectual property is everything nowadays. Like when you look at a movie like Star Wars, it started out as just some movies, and then now it's like theme parks and spin-off shows, and they're still making the movies, they're making the TV shows on Disney, they're selling the toys. They got animated shows. It's just like, it just makes you think like it's important to like that intellectual property is like the most valuable thing, especially like if you're a real creative. So, even for us as podcasters, like being able to maintain that intellectual property is powerful, just because we don't know where this is going to go. Like, how they be syndicating like TV shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and stuff like that. Like, who knows what they can do with our show and stuff like that in the future. So
yeah, that's true. All right, let's go ahead and switch gears, man, and wrap this thing up. All right, switching gears. UFC champion Sean O'Malley, in quote, "I can cheat on my wife because I pay for everything." All right, that's what he said. Mm-hmm. Now, here's my pushback on it. I think a lot of people subscribe to that. They'll be like, you know what, man? Like, you're the man. If you're a masculine man, you can cheat, and your woman doesn't have a problem with it because she understands that's part of our nature. But for a woman to cheat, she's just a whore. And it's like, nigga, stop.
Yeah.
Stop, because I'm going to tell you right now, the way our ego is set up, we are not built to get cheated on. It would wreck us if we found out our wife was fucking somebody else.
Not at all.
We're not set up for it. And I also think it's an integrity thing. If you're a married man and you got to go behind your wife's back, and if you can't look someone in the eye and be honest with that person, that's a lack of integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's still wrong, but if you looked in your wife's eyes and you told her, "I'm finna go get me some pussy tonight," right? That's not right. But at least you looked her in the goddamn face and told her. You gave her the choice to leave, take it or leave it. But you should never even have to do that if you're a married man. You shouldn't be chasing pussy, man. Mm-hmm. Stop fucking getting married and doing that. Just stop. You're just making a mockery out of relationships. Stop. Yeah. If you want some pussy, that's fine. That's cool. Just be single, man. Just stop doing this. Just stop doing it, because there's literally, I gotta say, at least 70% of people, not just men, 70% of people are cheating in some capacity in a relationship. I do not believe that only 20% of people. No, it's a culture of people who are cheating everywhere. Married women cheating everywhere. Men in relationships, people are cheating a lot.
That's a lot of access, man.
It's too much.
You got different apps, you got cell phone and different ways of hiding communication and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot of ways to, and people just way more sneakier nowadays. Like back in the day, you used to have to call. If you was cheating, you used to have to call on the phone when the missus was at work or something like that. But now it's like, with these phones, man, you could really do, even as, sneaking in the bathroom while you act like you're using the bathroom, send a little text, delete the message, and it's a lot you could do.
Cheating has become so prevalent that I could tell by how a woman is texting me if she's in a relationship or not. Like if I meet a chick and hey, here's my number, right? You give her your number and she texts you, and you text her, and each time she's texting you, it takes her, like, if she texts you in spurts where y'all texting going back and forth, and then she don't text you back for like 5 hours, you like, yeah, this woman's got a man.
Yeah.
Because women will hit you back when they like you. When they really like you, they will text you in a timely manner. And I know people get busy, but we also live in a society where people have their phones on them 24/7. All you're doing is you're trying to hide whatever you're doing from your man. And I'm not dumb enough to really like just go with the flow.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
You ain't going no 5-6 hours texting somebody in between. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be like you said, it'd be different patterns that you catch. Like you said, certain things. It'd be certain times where you start to see like certain patterns with the times where it'd be late, and you realize like that's the time that they boyfriend or their husband worked the night shift, and that's when you starting to get text messages and stuff.
If you're getting a bunch of text messages at anywhere from 11 to like 4, she's just blowing you up, and then you can't get a hold of her at all after 5 p.m.
Yeah,
she cheating on her man.
You think it would be because I think that I don't know, but I guess what I'm saying is it a little bit easier nowadays? Like, do you have to have that much secrecy nowadays? If you know what I mean? Like, because I think like back in like 2010 through like 2014 maybe, like I remember like a lot of that. Like you start to see like women that they were in relationships, but they had that pattern. But I guess now has the landscape changed such that like women can, or not just women, but people can be more upfront with the communication?
I don't know about that. I think that they still are going to use these apps. They're not going to be upfront with no communication.
No, so what I'm saying, like, so back in the day, it would be mostly texting, right? The DMs weren't really like as crazy as they are now. But now, I guess what I'm saying is, if you say you message a girl on Instagram, and you can like low key communicate throughout the day because you can mute like notifications and turn your phone on silent.
And you're already on Instagram all the time anyways.
Yeah, so like I guess what I'm saying is I wonder if they're communicating more, and it would be harder to detect nowadays.
That's true. Oh yeah. They could do it right in front of their partner too.
Yeah, you could literally just be like, so you know how it be sometimes you in a relationship and you just like scrolling through Instagram, somebody could just shoot you a little quick message and you boop, and you put it back in the folder or whatever. So.
People could cheat through so many things, bro. Like you think about it, people could cheat through email, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook,
Snapchat.
I already said Snapchat. Fuck. Everything. They could cheat through motherfucking PlayStation Network.
Yeah, they got the app where you can communicate.
Yeah, this shit is insane. What I would say, bro, all I could tell people, man, is leave that little bit of reality for yourself, because all you can do is hope to be the example of what you expect in your partner. But if there is a reality that they can deceive you. It is 2023. A lot of people get bored in relationships. They see the same person every day, and and all of that, and they think it's all fine and dandy, but they start doing little things. They start getting a little too loose. They start entertaining conversations and going on little lunch dates with people, and then it goes from that to all of a sudden full-fledged having sex and cheating.
Yeah.
A lot of times relationships lack, how do I say this? If you ever hear people saying like, they want to spice it up or whatever, that's a problem. And the reason why they saying we need to spice up it's because you bored. That's all it is. You don't know how to stay in a relationship. If people were bored, there's nothing wrong with being bored. You know this person. You've heard every story they had to tell you, but that's part of marriage. If you're looking to spice stuff up and you're looking for excitement, you're not going to last. Bro, I really think 20% of American people are built to be in marriages. Everybody else is going to cheat.
That's why they be doing that, like those things where they bringing in different partners and
man,
like having threesomes and stuff like that.
Man,
open relationships.
They didn't do this shit back in the day. The internet lied to us, man. The internet lied to us and made us believe there's a bunch of better people and options out in the world. All there is a bunch of people you could potentially fuck. None of these people are good in relationships. None of them. You not missing shit. And trust me, if you go and cheat on your wife with some girl because she had big titties or some shit like that, you've already fucked a girl like that 10 years ago. You don't need to cheat on your wife, man.
Sean O'Malley's things sound good until that nigga John Jones is blowing her back out.
Oh yeah, then he find out John Jones fucking his wife and he wouldn't be able to live with himself.
Yeah,
he'd be sad because I'm telling you, this is why I be trying to tell men to not cheat on women. Not only because it's an integrity thing, but because when you cheating on your woman and it's all good and you getting your dick sucked and shit and you like, yeah, this is great, and then you find out your wife is getting fucked by some dude, right? You might happen to know the person. That's going to make it even worse. That's going to make it worse. And then men are visual. So we not just imagining you cheating. We imagining a dude grabbing your hair and smacking you and penetrating you and stuff. And it's killing us inside.
Yeah.
If you not built for that type of pain, don't cheat on your wife because women will fuck behind your back. Yeah. Trust me. And and there'll probably be women that disagree, but if you cheat on your girl or your wife, especially if she take you back, bro, she is about to inflict a world of pain on you that you have never felt. She's going to fuck your third cousin, or she's going to fuck one of your teammates, or she's going to fuck her boss, or she's going to fuck somebody, and it won't probably happen 2 months after you cheated. It might happen 10, 15 years later. Trust me when I tell you, women hold on to shit. They're not going to be like, they're not going to be like, you know what, I'm over it. Let's just continue our relationship. They might feel that way for 8 years and then finally find somebody they want to fuck.
Till they get triggered.
Oh, yeah. And they don't even really got to get triggered. Sometimes they could just awaken old emotions. They probably faithful. The relationship is good. And all of a sudden, this 6'3", handsome, muscular man that wears good cologne starts trying to flirt with her at work.
And then they would just justify it by saying he did this to me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then not to mention, bro, this is another thing too that I don't even know if women understand this, because when women cheat, they don't even think that they don't even realize they're doing this. Whenever a woman is speaking about her husband or boyfriend in any disparaging way, I know I could fuck her.
Yeah.
Whenever you're like, oh, my boyfriend's just so lazy, or he's just on my nerves, I know I could fuck you just because you talked about your man in a negative way. If you got a problem and you're not talking to your man and you talking about your man to another man, you just told me, hey, you can fuck me. That's basically what you're doing.
Yeah, you open the floodgates.
You open the floodgates because you don't got no respect for that dude. And I don't even know if a lot of women realize they do this. But the moment you open your mouth and you say something negative about your dude, automatically men know they can fuck you when that happens.
Yeah. I'm sure you've heard it before. Like,
oh yeah,
when you with a woman that's cheating on her boyfriend, she always brings up that idea that what he did to her, he's just mad right now because 10 years ago or 5 years ago
he cheated on me, and he was being toxic and he was lying on me and cheating on me and this and that.
Next 3 minutes, like, go.
The women only say things like that also to justify what they're trying to do with you. Mm-hmm. See, they're telling you this bad shit because they're basically saying like, hey, I don't want you to think I'm just easy. I have to convince you that my situation is bad enough for me to suck your dick. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's the
crazy part about it. From a guy's perspective, you don't need the setup.
You don't need the setup. You can just say, "Hey, I'm DTF," and then that's over from there. Yeah. Then you ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
But hey, man,
we're simple guys.
Yeah. But hey, man, don't do that. And then also too, with men, the reason why men need to have discipline because these women that you're cheating with. These women know that you have a wife or a girlfriend, but they don't give a fuck about your girl. In fact, they think it's funny.
Yeah, don't nobody care.
They think it's funny. They like, for one, they know of you. They probably know of you. They probably know your girl is black or white or Mexican, whatever she is. They probably even seen a picture of her and said, oh, she's pretty. Your girlfriend's pretty. That doesn't mean she's not going to try to fuck you still.
Yeah.
Just because she gave your girl a compliment.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's just information.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll look at a picture of your girl and be like, oh, she's pretty. But she's thinking in her mind, like, I look better than her.
Yeah. She just download. You know how they say like Floyd Mayweather in the first round, he just download the data.
Yeah.
And he start picking you off in the later rounds. That's what the females would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just download that. And okay, they got a decent relationship. She is kind of pretty. But I may do this better. I may do this better. She listening for any time he complained about certain situations.
Yeah, and I've seen this. Look, man, the way people cheat is just so elaborate too. Because I used to work with this chick. I won't say no names, but back in the day when I used to work at a call center, and there was a girl that I guess she was engaged, but there was a dude, and he was like the work husband thing, but supposedly they had nothing going on, right? Mm-hmm. And they was always around each other all the time. And then recently I had a Facebook, like people you may know, and then a picture of them both popped up and they was married. So he went from being work husband to a real husband.
Yeah.
This shit ain't no game out here, man.
Yeah.
A lot of times too, what men need to realize is like if you plan on staying married to your wife, you have no choice but to be faithful because when your wife goes out, there are men that are trying to fuck your girlfriend or wife on a daily basis. And here's the part that's crazy is when women respect you, they're not going to indulge in behavior that's going to fuck their relationship up. But on the real, your girl really want to fuck that dude. Mm-hmm. Like she really wants to fuck that guy, but she not going to do nothing to like initiate that type of behavior. Mm-hmm. But the moment you find a way to fuck something up, even if she stay with you, she's going to fuck that dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to, sound like a broken record, but nigga, what the fuck is going on out there?
Somebody's car alarm was going on.
Yeah, that shit was going on.
That's crazy.
That shit ain't my shit, huh? Okay, it ain't mine.
It sound like it's over here.
It's back over that side. Yeah, man. I don't want to sound like a broken record, man. Just be good to your lady, man.
Yes, sir.
Be good to your lady, man. Don't treat her like that, because I'm only saying that to protect you, brother. I'm just trying to protect the fellas out there and the ladies. But since this is about him saying he cheated on his wife because he paid for everything, you could pay for everything and you could cheat. But if you think that your wife is just going to stay faithful because you got money, you done lost your goddamn mind.
Yeah, sounds good. Until you find out she getting dick pics from John Jones.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. And a man's ego so frail. Mm-hmm. Imagine it's a video. You find a video in her phone, and she might have a video in her phone on purpose so you could see it.
Yeah.
And she over there just throwing up John Jones. And he in a different weight division, but now you want to kill him, and he'll beat your ass. That's the worst part. Like if your wife is cheating on a dude with a huge penis and he'll beat you up, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So you sitting there, your wife done ran off on you and got with a dude that's smashing her, and he could beat you up. That's a terrible freaking.
Yeah.
That's a terrible combination, man.
Yeah. just keep it in your pants, fellas. I think more times than not, like if a woman is going to cheat, she's going to cheat. But sometimes it's, you can be the catalyst, like a guy can be the
100%.
catalyst for that. And, you don't want it to be like that. You don't want to get cheated on just because you initiated the infidelity in your relationship.
Yeah, I think of being deceived in any capacity is going to hurt. Like if I was with a woman and I loved her and she cheated on me, that would crush me, man. I'll be crying and everything. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to y'all. That shit would hurt me bad.
Yeah, for sure.
It would hurt me bad because especially if you love her and you want the relationship to work, she cheats on you. It's not one of those things like, man, it is what it is, bro. She cheated, she could leave. I ain't caring. I'm not gonna cry about it, nigga. I'ma cry. You got me fucked up.
Yeah,
my feelings will be hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so many dudes be out here lying like, man, I ain't gonna cry, bro. I'm a grown man. What I look like crying? Bro, I got feelings, bro.
Yeah. That's devastating, man.
I got feelings, bro. It don't mean I'm finna sit there sad my whole life, but in that moment, I definitely would be crying. And then I would go back to continuing to work on myself and lift weights and make money and do productive stuff. But in the man, my soul, nigga, at this age too, my soul would hurt bad.
Yeah, man.
My soul, my soul would be in pain. 100%. But yeah, man, we ain't got much else to say here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let you guys go. Where we at, Keith?
131.
Oh, wow. Went on a little longer than I thought. All right. Well, folks, you made it to the end of this podcast. Oh, wait a minute. Head on over to ATMPOD for a friendly donation on Cash App. Head over to atruckersmind.com for merch. Head on over to _truckersmind_podcast for the Instagram account. Follow us there and follow us on YouTube at the same name. And that is about it.
Yep.
And you could win a new car. All right. If you made it to the end of this episode, we appreciate you. Thank you for listening to A Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
We're out of here.
Peace.